Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Good Morning Shift podcast. I'm your host, Rohit, and today's quote comes to you from the famous physicist Isaac Newton, who said, "Objects in motion tend to stay in motion." Again, objects in motion tend to stay in motion. And while this may have a scientific basis, it really applies to all aspects of our lives, because truly what it's really talking about at its heart is momentum. Once you have momentum, you tend to carry that momentum forward. So momentum is actually what builds your confidence. So think about this. When you learned a new skill, while you were learning it, while you were developing it, you challenged yourself and it didn't feel natural. It didn't feel normal because it's something new. But once you understood it, once you practiced it, once you built that momentum, it was that momentum that caused you to build that confidence. And starting small and staying consistent will carry you forward. Think about it this way. If a person wants to write a book, there's a difference between saying, I want to write a book and I want to write it by the end of the month, which is extremely aggressive if you don't know what you're doing, if this is your first book, or it's easier to just write for 10 minutes a day. And before you know it, you have a finished book. One starts with a strict timeline. And what that's going to do is that causes restrictions. One is built off of building momentum. Just 10 minutes a day will get you there. So your shift for today, get moving. Progress begins with motion and not perfection. So think of one thing that you want to do in life, specifically a new skill that you want to learn. For example, if you want to learn public speaking, take a look at the Toastmasters program. If you want to learn to write, we already talked about it, just 10 minutes a day. That's all it takes. Whatever it is, just start small, and the key is consistency, because that consistency is going to build the momentum, and the momentum is going to build that confidence. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to the Good Morning Shift podcast. We'll catch you tomorrow.